Let's go over the remaining parts of our practical task. We need to create a product EasyCallAdvanced, create a prepaid customer, and make a call from a web application. In this chapter, in preparation for our test call, we are going to need to do the following. We are going to clone an existing product instead of creating a totally new one. We are also going to create a prepaid customer and an account under that customer. Besides, we are going to see how to perform operations that have to do with finance. We're going to add a new payment method. We're going to make a payment using the payment method we've just added. We're going to see also how it is possible to reserve funds in advance, check the transactions, and also check the customer's balance, how it changed. The first thing on our to-do list is to clone an existing product. I already have this YouTube test main product defined in the system with our EasyCallAdvanced tariff and voice calls in the service section. Also, we can see that there are no discount plans or subscriptions set. Okay, so sometimes it's easier just to clone an existing product instead of configuring a totally new one, especially when there are many services and tariffs already defined. Okay, it's really easy to clone a product. We just go to clone here in the top menu and we choose a new name for our product. That's called EasyCallAdvanced. We are not going to choose any discount plan at the moment. And yes, let's choose clone all tariffs and all subscriptions, even though we don't have any. Okay, let's click clone. The system says it was scheduled. In a moment, it will appear on our product list. So we need to wait a little bit. I have just refreshed my product search and now it's here in the search results. It takes about a minute to clone a product. You just have to be patient. So we have our EasyCallAdvanced. This is the name we have set when we clone the product. We also have to change the name visible to end users. Let's copy and let it be the same. What else we need to check? The services, voice calls. This is the same service that was defined in our YouTube test product. Here in the usage charges, our tariff is no longer EasyCallAdvanced. The new tariff is called clone of EasyCallAdvanced. Why? Because when we cloned the product, we left the checkbox clone tariffs, clone all tariffs, we left it ticked. So we have to be careful when updating rates in our tariff. This is the one that corresponds to our new product. Okay, so we can go ahead and save our clone product now. Here in charges, general info is where we can add our discount plan, volume discount plan, and our subscription. Let's go ahead and add our subscription. This is the one, 300 minutes to Spain and 200 minutes to Germany for $9.99 a month. Okay, let's click save. It's going to take a minute. This is where we could also add a volume discount plan, but let's not do it right now because if we don't do it at this point, we will be able to see the difference between the way our call is charged when there is a volume discount plan assigned and when there is none. This will be during our test call in our next chapter, okay? So our product is ready, it's saved. Now let's go to sales customers. Let's go ahead and create our customer. Let's call it YouTube test. Balance control according to our practical task is going to be prepaid. And we are going to leave everything else as is. Let's go ahead and save. Let's add our account under the customer we've just created, YouTube test. Let's go to create. The account ID will be in a phone number format, something like this maybe. The product, here we're going to choose the product we've just created, the one we've cloned. Remember, it's called EasyCallAdvanced. Okay, we're generating a service password. And everything else is left as is. Let's click save. The only thing we're going to need to do is to add an email here. This will help us to register in the Portaphone web application. Just a second. Okay, and we are ready. Now we have an account, but our account balance is 0. In order to use a prepaid account, we will need funds. Unless we put funds on our account, we are not going to be able to make any calls. Okay? For a prepaid customer, every payment increases the balance, and every service consumption decreases the balance. So in order to increase our balance, to have available funds on the account, we need to make a payment. But before we make a payment, we need to add a payment method. Let's go back to our customer now. If we go to Personal, General Info, Payment Method, you will see that there are no currently available payment methods. In order to add one, let's go to this icon right next to Customers Available Funds. Click it and choose Authorization only. So let's click Continue. This is our demo system, and that's why I copied a test credit card number from the Moneris developers website. It's a Visa card. Moneris is a payment processor set up in our portability system. Everything else can be whatever. We only need to make sure that our expiration date is in the future. Okay, let's click Continue. $1 will be our authorization amount. Click Continue again and fill in the rest of the data. Okay, here it is also very important to activate the toggle Save Credit Card Information for future use. Now it's active. This will allow us to make charges to this credit card in the future. Let's click Continue, Finish. Our credit card authorization has gone through correctly. If we now go to Personal General Info, a payment method, we will see the Visa card we have just added. According to our plan, our next step is to make a payment. But probably you have already noticed that our balance has changed to -$5. What happened here? When we created our account, we assigned a EasyCallAdvanced main product to it, and EasyCallAdvanced includes a subscription. Let's go here to see it, a subscription of $9.99 a month. Okay, this is our subscription name. 300 minutes to Spain, 200 minutes to Germany. Okay, so what happened? Why is it not $9.99? Let's go check our XDRs. Go to XDRs. We have just one XDR here. It's our XDR for $5 for the subscription. For the subscription that is assigned to our main product. Why is it not $9.99? Well, because it was prorated. It's already the middle of the month. And according to our settings, our subscription settings, the first partial billing period is prorated. Okay, Okay, now it's time to make our test payment. We go to the icon next to our available funds. And to make a payment using the credit card we just added, we are going to e-commerce payment. The card will be selected automatically. And let's say we want to have $15 on our balance. That's why we need to add 20. It will subtract the 5 that have been already charged. Okay, let's click and finish. This is our receipt. The payment has been completed correctly. Now we have $15 on our balance. Okay, this means that we can already make calls. We're almost there. We're almost getting to our test call. But first of all, let's see what other options we have here. Okay, so we have made a payment. Now we need to see how we can reserve funds in advance. When are we going to need to reserve funds? If we are expecting to charge our customer a sizable amount of money for a service, we may want to reserve this amount beforehand, just to make sure they have available this amount available at the end of the month. So to do it, we are going to use authorization only, the same way we did when we added the card. Authorization only will only reserve a given amount. It's not going to affect the funds available on the customer's card. It will be selected automatically. Once again, go continue. Let's say we want to reserve $200 and click continue and finish. The funds have been reserved. We're almost done at this point. We have already reserved our funds and check the customer's balance. All we need to do is check our transactions. Let's go back to our customer. Let's go to finances, e-payments, and here they are. The $20, the payment for $20 that has been completed, and the authorization for $200.